Okay, okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, and myself, man. Didn't need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Target. Reset.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Reset. Richmond.
And they'll run it here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Very good return that time. $18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. They call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Box it. Inside.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the run, Darkwa. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second down, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Jump out! We are going.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Back north. Zoom.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a handoff looking right. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Richmond!
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Come back!
Now it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Damon Harrison in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10 to 3. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back north. Blue 58. Going right.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Going. Hey, let's go, come on.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watson on first down. That's Njoku over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, that's Gardner. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Ooh, with a juke. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We are going.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up to Lee. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Richmond. Richmond. Come back.
Here's Watson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 5. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back Excellent field position. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up the...
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Watson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Rodgers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Dog, that pick six. The way I played the game, I could have been. Cause he can't. Oh man,
Bro, that jump was so
dog.
nasty when you jumped that jump, dog. I was like, money must know that jump is coming, cause you let somebody wild behind you to go jump that jump.
Yeah,
I was
bro,
like,
I knew exactly what he was gonna do. See, the thing was that nigga was able. He was able to run the ball on me, dog. Cause my freaking what that nigga name? BJ Reader. That nigga went in the what's it called? He got hurt last game. Nigga get hurt every 2 games. I'm like, dog, that's trash.
He was running that like that little fullback. What they call that fullback?
I know exactly what he was doing, bro.
But your offense, but it makes you like they play when you had Audible, you had Hot Rider, and they was all stuck together. I was like, what is that, man? That just had me in tears,
bro. I couldn't throw the ball. The icons wouldn't come up.
Like, bro, it's like you be having the check down wide open. I was like, don't throw it.
The man, listen, no. It was so much stuff open.
That tackle, like he ain't want to, like he ain't switching his play. I was like, bro, I was like, man, that's a whole move right there. Bro. He ain't switching his play. He let the Peter tackle. I was like, bro, that's trash. Go away. Oh, that's trash.
Oh, niggas in the league don't have no user games, bro. Dog,
he was scared, bro.
Dog, I beat myself, dog. Cause then on that, when I throw that interception to Mike Evans, I throw that jump too late. Cause he was in cover 2 at first, and then he switched to man to man. I supposed to been throw it. I throw it too late because I was looking at something else.
Right, and it's like I don't know. It's like you be looking downfield, bro. I swear like it was like that play you got sacked on. I mean, you had the flash. Well, he ran for like 30 yards. I was like, money, throw the ball.
I was thinking in my head, but I'm thinking touchdown, and this nigga gonna run the clock out. But no, if I would have had that pick six.
No, it wasn't even that. Like that was the beginning of the game, John, right there. Like it was like that. I think that happened like in the second quarter. I was like, bro, you wide open, and then like. That Mike Evans, I'm like, bro, throw the ball, money. That deep pass to my Evans for the time job. I was like, money, throw the ball. I was like, I was on my phone like, throw the ball, bro. Throw the ball. Then you threw it. I was like, thank God. I like about drop that jump though. I hate man how they let people like get beat but try to like knock the ball out. I was like, but go away, man. I was like, go away, man. He beat already. That's Mike Evans. But I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the man in this year.
How this nigga turn around? Hold on. You remember he beat me 1-on-1 with that bum with Lizard King Grant? How that make me have no use when nigga just burnt the nigga?
Yeah, that's trash.
That ain't no user. Nigga, you just burnt the man.
Defensive scheme, like you take a chance out there. Like when you go out that corner blitz, I was like, this man Money is out here with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense at 08 out here. Boy, man, somebody come off the edge. I was like, what?
I'm gonna bring that heat, and he couldn't do that. No.
Yeah, you had him figured out. I ain't gonna lie, you had him.
No, it's always offense, bro. Every time I get to the freaking playoffs, bro, that's gonna be pissing me off. Bruh, and it was open. Like, it was stuff naked out there. This man swear he's doing something, bro. It
was so wide open. Like, it was so.
This man is trash, dog.
Like, even that, it was like when Mike Evans should have made multiple two people too. Like that pass the record, but he should have mocked him. Like that's Mike Evans.
You still watching the broadcast?
No, I ain't watching that.
This nigga, Mike Evans is maxed out, though. We're talking about catching traffic. He should have mocked that dude. Like, he should have mocked him. Bro, catching traffic 99, everything. And this man.
You had him figured out, though. I ain't gonna lie. You had him out there scared.
Dog.
He tried.
Oh, my God.
You would bring. I mean, I was like, where money line? Like line up on defense. Then I see that corner come out of nowhere. I was like, why? That just had me in 3. I was in here rolling. I was like, this man Money is balling right now. I was like, let's go, Money.
Man.
They didn't tie the game. I was like, just one stop, man. Just one stop. Man, he just trying to throw Kamara all day. Really, like that's his name. Like, I just saw that little screen on it.
Yeah, because I meant that. I didn't mean to stay in that man-to-man defense.
Yeah, talking about like on that wheel route. Yeah,
we threw that ball to him. Yeah, I wanted to switch back to that cover 6. and then bring that safety down.
Yeah, that don't fit off.
Dog.
He got lucky, dog. Like he like and then he got a fumble back when he fumbled with Aaron Rodgers. I was like, oh man, I was like, oh boy,
man.
That might be a pick six from the get go. Like, what's up with Madden? Like, hey, Madden be changing though. Like, if you like a pick six, you better run that junk in. Like, you should just be running in. You know, you should have to like switch.
The thing is, I was holding the other, cause you gotta hold it the other way. I was holding it that way, and this nigga, I'm like, bro,
the camera switch and then you go backwards.
Dog.
That might be pick six. Easy pick six.
Cause you had to hold it up. I was holding it up. So nasty. I was holding it back.
I was like, oh, cause I was talking to Clark on the phone. I was like, oh, I was like, what? Man, that jump was nasty.
That changed the game, bro, because he can't put up big points. Cause he just run the clock.
That was so nasty. When you read that jump, I was like, okay, he got Kamara in motion. I was like, I didn't even know how to throw that. I was like, oh my god, money. Oh, that touchdown. I was like, oh wow. What's up? What's that, man?
No, that
man, you got to score in the red zone, bro. You got to score.
Man, that's awesome.
You're running back slow or something. Like you're running that look kind of slow. You slow? You're running back slow.
He got 80. He ain't that fast, but he ran out of turbo, bro.
Yeah, I saw that, John. Yeah, he breaking the whole tackle. That just had me roll. Oh, look at this man, money. Jeez.
Dog.
He was breaking tackles out. He was trying to go for strip.
I guess that's what he got his team on. Oh, I'm about
to you have him, bro. You let him off the hook, bro. Bro, how you 13-3 and had a roll game? There might be some trash in y'all league.
Oh, you say trash because niggas got it.
No, I was like, you 13-3, right? And you had a roll game in the wild card.
It's not crazy.
They do your division. Like must be undefeated, huh?
Yeah, he won the division. Nah, he 13-3 too.
Oh, he won it, but he won his division. Okay, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Cause the Dolphins went 13-3, Jaguars went 13-3, Texans went 13-3, and another nigga went 12-4. Dog, that's so gay, dog.
Bro, you had him, bro. I was in here tearing. I was like, money got this defense. I mean, you was in the heat from all kind of like different packages, like. And I know you about to blitz, bro. It's like you gotta get the ball out your hand. I was like, money, get the ball in,
No, I see he be doing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. When he was getting them sacks and stuff, I had X and R1 open because he was on the other side of the field. But bro, I was so mad over here at the stuff he was getting. I wasn't throwing the ball, bro. I lost focus right there. I regained focus when I threw that touchdown to Will Fuller when I was driving on him. I had got that right then. But after that, and then on that play, I switched the. I think I clicked on the safety. I clicked on the safety in the cover 3, and I flipped the play. Like I flipped the whole side. So I switched the nigga that play in the box to the left side. That's how he got that pass to Grant going through the thing. But they wouldn't let me click on the doggone safety to try to like zoom the interceptor or knock the ball down, bro. Or in the fourth quarter, like a minute left for him to get down the field. That's how he got there. Yeah.
Man, it's like your player was not making plays like on offense. No. Like they got to catch some passes. It's like they were not making plays. Like, oh my bro, you gotta have those. Like, we gotta have those. He gotta have. You gotta have.
I think that was QT, wasn't it? They called that.
No, I'm talking about that Fuller when he threw it deep, like, and he got it done knocked out. He got hit or something. He dropped his arms on.
Oh yeah. No, man. Every time I get to the bro. Every time.
You would have him if you weren't throwing like some of those. Like you just gotta take like you had like a stuff wide open. Oh man, don't throw that. Don't do it.
Bro, I was thinking touchdown, bro. I wasn't thinking small. That's exactly.
That would beat you every time, bro. That would beat you.
I've been doing that all year.
You supposed to have the edge. You been gonna deep all year.
No, I'm saying like I've been taking what the defense give me all year. That's how I've been winning.
Right? So why you changed then, bro?
Cause he had me hot, bro, and he was garbage. That don't
He
make
was
me mad, bro.
See, you didn't respect him, that's why. Because you didn't respect his offense at all. Because that's why you like, oh, I'm going to get it back. And I mean, he was getting it back, too. Like,
I 35 zipped him during the season. He doing the same stuff.
Yeah, it's just your turnover, though. And you get that pick 6, like.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But you seen when he picked that up, he just stopped for a second. That just had me roll. I'm like, what is he doing?
That's the computer. Bro, that wasn't nothing but the computer on him, bro. Computer.
Oh,
he ain't do that. Nigga ain't got no user game.
So he ain't do no user picks or nothing.
No.
That's trash. I gotta get this Madden. Like, I'm gonna cop that Madden on Black Friday. See this on, cause that job look kind of decent as hell. That job look straight. I like the way the pressure get there. Like, if you send like a slot blitz, they're gonna actually get me.
Yeah,
I like that.
See, I'm coming on my own blitzes, dude. I'm coming.
I saw that, though. You better be a player. You be like.
Hey, boy, I be sitting there disguising that joint like, okay, he got that screen.
You move like somebody, you move somebody else, and then you like, okay, then you like, okay, yeah, right there.
I'm playing a mind game, though. I'm gonna give you that bait. Somebody gonna be open. You find them, hey, that's touchdown. It's all on me, dude. Dog, I'm so mad, dog.
Yeah, you take time like that. I mean, but most people can't read the field that quick though. Like, see, I be zooming through the field. Like, I be zooming through my progression, and then I step up in the pocket too. If somebody blitz me, I step up in the pocket. Oh.
See what it was? He was sending that.
Send ducks.
He was sending that record. Damn, what I said record. He was. Man, come on. He was sending that blitz. That was. Yeah, he was that zone fire 3 crap.
What is on YouTube?
Yeah, that's a YouTube crap, but I should have ID'd the mic.
Pitch your lineman out, yeah, I did the mic, yeah.
Dog, I'm telling you, I was mad, bro. Dog, I knew exactly what to do the first time I played.
He tried, really, like that, man. He got saved by that pick 9 been a pick 6, because that would have changed the whole game. Like,
exactly, like, I would have been straight.
Like, you been down 7-0, like, and that just like you add pressure, you do that pick 6.
No, man. And then I can't get a couple yards, bro. A couple yards. Man.
Yeah, man.
You know, I get hope, bro. I get hope every year in the playoffs. Every year. And you know I was on that. Man. I was on that man.
You also had hit Aaron Rodgers out the playoffs with that hit. That safety. I mean, that cornerback came in clean and sucked, Rod. He supposed to be at the playoff.
They don't let them stick them how they used to stick them, boy. Before you hit that hit stick, it's drive them straight into that ground. They don't do it no more.
I don't care. Like, they need a dirty hit on here. Like, I'll take that 15-yard penalty for that. I need all that.
You see when I stuck that nigga when he came on that corner, like early in the game, I made that nigga fumble.
Oh, what was it? Aaron Rodgers? It was that running back or that receiver on?
I think, wasn't it Kamara? It was somebody.
Yeah. You stuck him, yeah.
That nigga.
Man, your defense out there like the Browns, dog, called all the turnovers and still lost. Your defense is going ham, bro. I was like, this man's defense is turned. I was like, he's gonna get a pick 6. They was turned out there.
Hold on. What are you doing? You read the story? I thought Papa was helping you.
No,
what you doing? Read the story. Pay attention when you read it. No, matter of fact, read the question first. Just read the question. I'm just saying, like, if you read the question, it's like you read this question. And you
I can do the first one.
Listen, boy. It's like you read the question, so you know what you're looking for. And then as soon as you go back and read the story, it'll already be there. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, like, I could just, like, find the answer. I mean...
You can find the answer as you go since you done read the question.
Yeah.
And just put number 2 next to, just, like, circle...
Yeah.
What you doing? What you counting? What you doing? 2, 3, 4, what?
You were saying the number of the first question.
No. I was saying, let's just say we looking for first. if they talking about first, all in this first paragraph, just circle that and put number 2 because that's the number 2 question. That's what I'm talking about. They go to number 2, so you can go to look. So when you go back to read the story, you'll look right then and there. That's what I'm talking about.
Please God, they're supposed to be bad this week. I'm tired of carrying this trash. Charge defense. Allen right then. Ooh, boy, Marvin Jones about to eat now. But he put that boy in the slide now. Let that boy be in the slide. Ooh. Thank God I picked Marvin Jones up.
Marvin Jones sitting there crazy.
He was in that joint last year. I mean not last year, but last week. Like he was in that joint. I was like, because I picked up Buddy from the Seahawks, the running back, not the Mike Davis or whatever. I was like, not feeling that. Then I was looking online. I was like, oh, Marvin Jones got a good matchup against the Seahawks. I was like,
why was he even in free agency?
I don't know, because like it's like a 10-team league,
Oh,
PPR, and he got like a small and he got like a small bench. Like it's like your bench is like 1, 2, 3, 6 spots on your bench, so you don't got like a big bench either. So you gotta like. But I was like, Marvin, and then Marvin Jones had like he was hit up, but I just might drop him because he had he had a 7-point man, and then he had a 5-point man, and then he had a bye week. So and that's PPR, that's trash in PPR. But then when Ken pick him up, they may have 30.7. Whatever they was hot, they was like, what? I was like, yeah, that's Marvin Jones, but don't worry about it.
I wanted to see this game, bro. Nigga got beat 91-16.
What?
God. Guess who he had? He had the Falcons. Falcons beat the Panthers. No, Falcons beat the Panthers. Jesus,
that bitch go. I ain't gonna lie. Like what they played in the how they played in the regular season? Like what the score was when they played two times regular season?
I'm finna go see.
That's disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie, but you ain't about to run 91 points on me though. Like just turn the game. I'm like, bro, just spit the game. Man. I'm
gonna put 2 clocks in you, bro. So when you hit 50, so
yeah, I'm wasting all the clock too. I'm like, yeah, just run the ball. We getting out of here. We get out of here with some kind of respect.
I mean, he had to be calling time out when he's going and doing everything.
That's just good. I can't even drop nobody. I ain't trying to drop him. Yeah, we go. Yeah, we straight on free agent. Yeah, we straight on the way, right? Man, my team's so sad, bro. I got Cam Newton, Todd Gurley, Kenyon Drake, Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, Reed, Marvin Jones, the Rams kicker.
What are they doing with Jordan Reed? Like Alex Smith don't throw the tight end no more?
Like I don't know, bro. Like he came out the gate throwing to him. Like the day after that was just I don't know. It's just Alex Smith just trash, really. that was the problem. But hey, but like every tight end trash besides Kelsey and the Ertz. So yeah, it just is what it is. Like even Grunt trash.
He beat him 56-7 last time.
Dang. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even want to make the playoffs, bro. I was straight, man.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He a problem, bro. He got a problem. Cause his first game, he won. He beat the Bucks 42-21. Redskins game some goals 24-20. He beat the Bears 37-10. He beat the Titans. Nah. He beat the Titans 56-14. He beat the Bucks the first time, but the Bucks beat him the second time, 35-29. Saints, he beat the Saints 23-16. Panthers 56-7.
He probably doing some kind of cheese on that. The Bucks dude, he caught on to it. Like, nah, I ain't about to be by that. So,
he gotta do, cause that's how. Matter of fact, what's called did that YouTube jump on me. He did that little, he messed my defense up on that play where he bombed me with Grant.
Yeah, what he do?
He did that fake screen wheel route crap.
No.
Like it be 3 wide receivers to the side, one nigga going to the street.
Always like they do like a jailbreak screen, but it's like a fake it. Somebody run down what you call it?
Yeah, like one nigga stay down there like he doing the screen, and the slot nigga do a wheel route, and the other nigga do a go.
But why your defense off of that though?
Okay, it's something. It's weird, bro. Hold on.
I just act like a broom to this, trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me, world on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me.
Yeah, I'm definitely not starting 10 o'clock with Washington, but they've been sticking running back. Straight on that. King Drake, don't let me down, bro. You been balling. We did just, he had 17 against the first time.
So my supporters, man.
Hey, Martin got Minnesota.
I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one.
What is that for?
Don't want to see
What is
me
it
win, man.
for?
I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway.
California did not have many people living there. 150 years ago, the Mahomes especially had those
It came straight out the with a microphone.
Yeah.
Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone.
So this is my Mario. Mario Jones not gonna move this.
You
gotta
Marvin Jones not gonna what?
Not gonna move to the slot.
Who that other receiver?
I don't know what else to say. I don't know. Dude.
I know.
I might mess around and lose this league.
I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I
got it. Oh, never mind. Cam got time bad. It should be 50 points right there. That's 50 right there, man. FB.
I'll see. Yeah.
Todd Gregg is New Orleans, but no one got that run defense.
Yeah, that's a good group.
Okay, now, should I start? I can't start Coleman against Washington. They've been sticking.
Y'all can't stop me. This is forever.
They got defense, man.
Forever, man.
They got defense, try.
I mean that.
Chiefs versus Cleveland. Interesting. Cowboys versus Tennessee. Very interesting. What the Cowboy defense rank do? They're ranked 24? I thought that defense been what is this? Goal lines. Great on that. Panther defense like that? Panther defense. And they get something big? The Vikings like that? The Vikings defense, sure. I'll check it out. They're pretty strong, man. They got tough schedules coming up, though. They got New England. I don't know. Remember, I lost the heartbreaker. Man, my boy.
Look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that Benz. Turning that party.
They don't pick up the season.
My Nautica. Know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm trying to all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe.
What's good? What's up? Just watch money lose a heartbreaking matter in the playoffs, man. You know what I'm
He got a heartbreaker.
Man, he was playing good, man. It's just about money just don't know how to like take the check down. I be like, bro, take the check down. He be going knee stroke. Like it was like the first play of the game, like but he had ran like he got Kamara on the scene. He got Aaron Rodgers. So Buddy ran like he picked Kamara in motion and ran him to like the flat, and Money jumped that jump, and that jump up to the pick six, but it made him like turn around and run the opposite way. I was like, go away, man. I was like, go away. He done that jump nasty, like he came out nowhere. I was like, oh my god.
It's so annoying with like video games, like how niggas make like YouTube like tutorials.
Yeah, that's not lame. That's not messed up the game. Everybody do the same play. Like
everybody.
I watch that done just to learn how to stop all that garbage. Like when you stop all that garbage, it's over. Like they got no mana skills. Like they got no mind on.
I'm playing this card little thing on 2K. This nigga got Cousins, Stolen, Durant, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Curry, all 85. I mean, I be playing this 18 shit, this little pack thing.
On my team.
Yeah, no. You know, they give you like random ass cards and shit. But I think Buddy just went ahead and just did the DC thing and kept all his good cards. Now he got Curry, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, DeMarcus Cousins, and Luis Scola. And that DeMarcus Cousins is a monster against all these trash cards.
That is, especially on 18. I mean, like when you can do all four moves up.
Yeah, he doing what the hell he want to do.
I don't understand why on Madden you still got to have the camera turn around when it's an obvious pick six. Like, no, just let me run that junk in. I'm not trying to. I don't even want my camera to change. Let me run it backwards. Let them change the whole game.
Oh, well.
What's up?
But niggas be running the same damn plays all the time. Like that's bad.
You want 2K or Madden?
2K. I don't play Madden.
Okay. What play they run? What play run? The double screen jump, the double two screen and top.
Nah, it's just more like the defense shit. Like they just trying to double team you and press.
Oh yeah, that little trap jump. Oh, the trap jump and then try to like go steal like the off ball person try to go steal the off pass whatever we trying to throw to. That go. Yeah.
They do all this damn ISO shit.
I don't know. I ain't right about it. If y'all got no shooting center, you might well not need ISO me. That shit, my son gonna be in the paint chilling with you. My son right there like, what's happening? What you doing?
And they just be should be annoying, man. But I mean, I just catch it. I mean, I'm alright. I think I don't know how to run plays. For one, I just ain't putting the time into those damn plays.
I don't know, I hate losing, so I never have my playbook up good. If I'm playing, I'm trying to win. I'm like, I'll pick the play right there. I got time. Let's switch to somebody running plays.
I don't even know how to read the damn play screen.
I got no players going ham. My 3-point shooting on screen. They're going stupid.
Right, some niggas that do it like they got. And then go. Like sometimes you might see the same guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.